Stop being judgmental. As we all know, Freddie E., Jerk TV host, is dead. My immediate reaction when I got the news was, wow. I was sitting in my bed, 12 o'clock at night, getting ready to go to sleep, and I'm sitting here on Twitter, I'm scrolling down, see a couple of retweets of his. Now, I wasn't following him, but when I saw the tweets, it was a bit startling. I was like, okay, something's going on with this guy. Somebody should reach out a hand, see what's going on, call him, where's his friends at. And I see on his statuses, he's in there and he's like, pulling the trigger. He said, love you, Mom, love you, Dad, love you, Catherine. God, please forgive me. I'm sorry. And I'm like, this dude got 66,000 followers. Not one took him seriously. Not one. So I'm devastated. I'm like, okay, somebody just send him a tweet, something. And I see Spoken Reasons. He gets on and he's like, this dude sounds suicidal. Somebody call the police, reach out a hand, something. Where's his friends at, pretty much. And he sends out another tweet saying that Freddie is dead. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, this guy actually did it. He really killed himself. I said all of that to say, get out there. You see a friend that's struggling, reach out your hand. Let them know that you care. Let them know that you love them. Even if it's a simple, I love you. Even if it's picking up the phone every week and calling them or talking to them every other once in a while or something. Just let them know that you're there. Let them know you care. I mean, we live in a generation of a lot of people who are selfish. A lot of people who only think about themselves. I can't even imagine it. I mean, I don't know what he was going through. But I know that we all could learn something from his death. We all woke up. We all got the message. Suicide rates are climbing. We just need to get more involved. We need to stop being selfish. We need to put the cell phones down, put Twitter down for a minute, and talk to our friends, see how they're doing, see how they're holding up. I saw a lot of his friends who were saying they didn't even know he was having suicidal thoughts. One of the girls, Honey Cocaine, the one who supposedly killed him, which I don't believe. I'm sure he had a lot more going on than just that. One more thing. Stop being judgmental. I saw a lot of people making a lot of judgmental posts saying being the first to kill yourself, or the little stupid Twitter picture that's floating around with the guy holding the gun to his head. Let that go. Stop being judgmental. That's stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. You are rude, you are disrespectful, and you are making fun of somebody's death. Stop being judgmental. That is somebody's brother. That is somebody's son. Disrespectful. I've never, ever in my life seen something so disgusting to me. Let's just be real. So back to the change. Stop being judgmental. It was definitely something that shocked the nation, including myself. When I saw his tweets, my immediate reaction was, this guy obviously help. He needs a friend, needs some help. Someone reach a hand out, anything. But by then it was too late. Just get involved. If you see a friend who's struggling, you see a friend who's depressed, or you see a friend who needs help, lend a hand. This guy had 66,000 followers. Not one called the cops, Not one reached out, really reached out a hand to him. Be a light. Hug somebody, tell them you love them. I can't even describe the devastation that I had. I remember when I first heard about it, it was like around 12 at night here, and I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. I was just like up praying for his family. I can't imagine. I mean, I'm sure he had brothers and sisters. Of course, he had a mom and a dad who my condolences go out to completely, because I can't even imagine something like even getting news like that. I mean, just hearing about Freddie E's death, it came to as a shock to a lot of people, but don't just let it be a shock. Let it be a time of your life that shifts, a time of your life that changes. Something in you is sparked off of this to let you know that this is real. And some people really do feel that their life will be better, that they will no longer have to struggle once they kill themselves. They feel that that's it. That's the end of the road. I can go out with a bang and it'll be over. A quickie, to the head. And as crazy as it may sound or be to other people, don't be judgmental. Stop being judgmental. Don't be like, oh, I can't believe he shot himself, or let me be the first to kill myself, or some stupid joke. Someone's death is not a joke. Stop being judgmental. Let it be something that sparks in your mind and change you as a person so that you can change the world. We as individuals, we're innovators, inventors, brilliant minds, brilliant thinkers. Let his death not be in vain. Maybe it was just for you to get a closer relationship to God. Maybe his death was for you to realize the seriousness of what people go through. And to take when they tell you, I'm having suicidal thoughts, seriously. Nobody's just going to sit up there and just lie to you. Yeah, I'm thinking about killing myself. Yes, it's a joke. And just wind up dead and you're just like, oh my gosh, I thought they were joking. Really? That's just a pathetic excuse. If someone tells you that they are having suicidal thoughts, do something. Do something. Call somebody. Call that person. Encourage them. Let them know this is not the end of the world. Let them know that better is going to come. Don't just sit there and sit back and just be like, oh, well, I'm going to chill today, even though I just found out Steve wants to, kill himself. No. It's not a joke. It's serious. This is somebody's life. Think about if you were in my shoes.
I would never think of killing myself. I'm just John the Awesome.
Or whatever you can possibly think. But there are people who go through things in this world. There are people who, for instance, you never really know what they can be going through. They could have just lost their sister today to foster care. Their brother could have just went to jail, a couple of days ago. Or their mother could have just died. And all in the same month. And they could feel like my life is over. And no one knew that they were best friends with their mom. And their mom meant the world to them. And she was just gone in one day. And that him and his brother were close. But they just got into a fight 2 weeks ago. And the last thing he said was, I hate you. And now his brother's in jail for life. And he thinks that it was his fault. Or, his sister was put in the foster care system because his mom died, and he, being a kid, couldn't take care of his little sister because he was a kid himself. You never really know what someone can be going through. So don't judge being judgmental. Everything is not a joke. I feel like this generation and people in the world just laugh at everything. Ha 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 ha. He said he's going to kill himself. Ha 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 ha. She just fell on her face. Ha 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 ha. Everything is funny. It's really not. There are people who go through things and it's real. Get with it. Okay. Saying all of that to say, if you are at a point in your life where you feel like this situation can't get any worse, you feel alone, you feel unwanted, whatever you can possibly be going through, I want you to know that God is always there. I know that sounds like a cliche, or you may hear that at church every Sunday or whatever. It's true. He's there. Send up a prayer or call that friend that said you can always hit them up at whatever time, no matter what. Pick up the phone or get a journal and write it down. Talk about your feelings. Let someone know what you're going through. And if they can't relate, forget them. They can't relate, but at least you got it out there. At least, you talked about it. I write in my journal. And it's a amazing way to be real with myself and to get it out. And it also is a relief. I know a lot of people, especially guys, they're just like, no, I don't write in journals or whatever. But it actually works, so try that. Another thing I wanted to say is that weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. It may be bad right now. It may seem like this is the worst it can ever get, but you may not feel like that tomorrow. You may feel like that today, but you're going to have a completely different outlook tomorrow. You may be disappointed today. You may be sad. You may be depressed or anything, but someone may make you smile tomorrow. Someone may, bring you flowers, or someone may crack a joke that's so funny to you that just makes you feel better. You never know what tomorrow may hold. You only see what's going on today. And yes, it's bad today. Yes, it may look better. Yes, it may actually be horrible, but it will get better. Your joyful morning is right around the corner. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be the day after tomorrow or whatever, but it's right around the corner. Hang in there. I don't want to preach, so I'm just going to end it there. My prayers and my condolences goes out to his family, especially his mom. I can't even begin to fathom what she's going through. Shout out to Trey Melvin. Shout out to Spoken Reasons. Shout out to Bugatti Bees. I saw you guys' post. I know this is a hard time for you guys too. Trey Melvin and Bugatti Bees specifically, I know he was a friend of yours, and I know you guys had major plans for this year. So my condolences go out to you as well. I'll continue to pray for you guys. Thanks.